Welcome, welcome, people. I figured I'd just come and hang out during power hour. Hopefully we get the nice rip at the end of the day, but if not, that's okay. We got tomorrow and we got next week. And the market's going crazy right now. It's always a good sign. Always a good sign for MULN when other meme stocks are running. So I'll be here with you for all of power hour. And then obviously whether it pops today or next week doesn't really matter, but if it's ripping, you can count on me live streaming. Geeky cosplayer, just remember, go enjoy your food. You're gonna lose that tongue, you little bitch. Guy's a coward. Through and through. This barcoding for MULN's been wild. Who else has been watching MULN stock price for the last 4 months? How often do we trade between 2 pennies the entire day? I don't know how many times on my YouTube channel I've told you guys the way I live my life, I'm always bullish. I don't freaking care if it takes longer than what I thought it would. I'm always bullish until we win. And we always win if I'm in it. I don't pick losing horses. We are just hanging out at $1.06 right now. Freaking MULN, man. The high of the day, just hanging out. Obviously, you got AMC, GME, BBBY, all going to the moon. HYMC, SST, Nile, Ader, all garbage. Let's see, what is the position that I hold? It's something like 4,000 contracts that expire tomorrow and 16,000 contracts that expire next week. Let's see. I saw some idiot making fun of me because I owned strikes that were $10 calls and 750 calls, and then 454, 353, 250, and they're like, well, the 350 strikes are 5 cents a contract, so why would this idiot have bought the 450, 750, and 10? Well, it's because I bought these a month ago when they were the only 5-cent contracts, these a week later, and then all of these I bought in the last week. And every time they dipped the price over the last week, I got a cheaper strike for 5-cent contracts, and I was happy about it. I am happy about it. We getting paid, people. I don't know what else to tell you. I am in it to win it. That's for sure. Alrighty. that's the beautiful part about MULN. When we do rip to $2, like the people that are invested in MULN will be happy, but none of them will be happy enough to sell. $2 is not what people came here for. So when it rips to $2 and all those people sitting on the sidelines, like what's going to happen when $500 million wants to buy MULN and absolutely nobody wants to sell? I don't know what's going to happen. Something crazy though. I'm hoping for 1,000% gainer in a day. No, they cannot keep doing this for a long time because the entire MULN saga for the last 5 months has had nothing to do with the news, has had nothing to do with those stupid YouTube interviews that only get 2,000 or 3,000 people, has nothing to do with any of that. It's purely a dilution play. And retail sees the dilution announcements, sees the stock price manipulation and says, well, if a bunch of other retailers bought in, I guess I'll buy in. And then they drop the price and they're like, well, in for a penny, in for a dollar. And everyone that bought in a little bit back when it was going crazy, they all bought the dip. If that wasn't true, we'd still be dipping, people. This price would still be swinging up 5% positive, negative 10% in a day. But they aren't swinging it no more because their ammo is light. And when they swing it like that, it causes more volume and more eyes to be watching it. And that is exactly what they want to avoid right now. But it's a temporary avoidance for whatever reason. Like, rather than cut their losses and just pull the Band-Aid, they always fight their things to the last second. They fight it till they can't fight it no more. Yeah, I mean, if you guys looked at when MULN dipped the last 3 days, yesterday we closed at, no, not yesterday, was it 2 days ago? So Tuesday we closed at 99.01. So 99 cents and a 10,000th of a cent. And basically what that stops is everyone who's trying to buy in at 99. And so I believe that when they dropped it to 90 cents back on Thursday of last week and it closed up at $1.08, or was that Friday? I think that was Friday. I believe that what they realized, and then they tried to do it again. So Tuesday comes around, we go to 97 cents, and then it goes right back above 99 cents. And I believe it's because anytime they drop it below $1, there's a lot of buying pressure. A lot of people looking to average a dollar cost average down. And yeah, I don't think, like, just the way that the stock is moving, it doesn't look like we're going below $1 anymore. And if we're not going below $1 and we're only going up, the increase of stock price has the same effect of new buyers as people buying in for dollar cost averaging on a dip. And so really their only move is to trade it sideways, up a couple percent, down a couple percent every single day until they're tapped out. But I guarantee you every single day there are new buyers. Without fail, every single day. There are new buyers in MULN, whether it's old buyers rebuying in with new money or new buyers joining the show. It is obvious MULN's the only one with a $500 million float that has traded 10 billion shares in the last 5 months. MULN's the only one that has had technically 6 different dilution announcements. And the last announcement stated that the free float was 447 million shares. Well, at 447 million shares, we know that if David Mickery sold every share in his name and every other insider did as well, and basically retail just owned everything of that company and there were no more other interested investors, we would be at about 550 million shares. We've traded hundreds of millions of shares since the 447 announcement, and it wasn't really an announcement. They just updated it on Ortex. And then I found it and I talked about it, and 2 days later they re-updated it to show only 370, which was less than what they showed when they showed 407 million free float when MULN actually announced its last dilution to a total of 472 million outstanding shares, which was on June 9th. Anyway, you dice it, people, MULN is the only play. Nobody's selling at $2. You're a damn fool if you think that. You are a damn fool. The buying pressure coming in will massively dwarf the selling pressure at $2. And that's why you're going to see us go from $1 to $2 to $3 or $4 all in the same day because nobody's selling. And then you're going to see it go from $4 to $20 in 2 days. And again, it's because nobody's freaking selling. And it only takes a tiny bit of FOMO when retail owns a stock to send it up levels and levels. Man, you guys are about to get banned. You guys keep talking about people selling in my chat, and I'm going to ban you. There are no fucking day traders, you pussy-ass bitches. That shit's made up. You guys are all too retarded to day trade. 1% of the fucking traders are day traders. And if you're day trading MULN right now, you're fucking retarded because it's the least volatile stock in the market for the last couple weeks. If you are day trading, you would have been chasing all the stupid stocks that they pump as the new GME AMC. Follow it on the way up and know that it's going back down. That's what a real day trader's doing. You guys are all just retards that aren't day traders that sees all the FUD on Twitter of people claiming that they got massive channels of day traders and everybody's making millions of dollars. It's all bullshit. Man, you guys are dumb. When the dilution announcement goes from February 14th to March 14th, 20 million shares to 150 million shares retail, and then to 200 million shares 2 weeks later, and then to 250 million shares a week later, and then to 240 million shares about a month later, and then to 400 million shares one more month later. Whoever was day trading that stock, they're not included in the free float because they're not holding their shares overnight. They're giving them back to the fucking hedge funds every day. So all those increased numbers are people who are not day traders. And if you think they're day trading, it's because you're mentally handicapped. I'm reading the chat. That's where I'm fucking ragging on these retards talking about day traders. Can you not see my screen? You should be able to see my MULN position, and then you should be able to see the chat. You see what I see, so I don't understand why you're asking if I can read the chat. Come on, people. Come on, people. Stop talking about letting things get to me. You guys are so soft. It's pathetic. Maybe you should let some things get to you. Maybe your life would have more meaning. Maybe you would have more purpose if you took things personally. I'm fucking here today because I take things personally. I've been banging on the table for MULN since March because I take things personally. And it's a good thing. Y'all just can't control your emotions and channel the energy into something positive. But I can. And I can act any goddamn way I want in the process. Every squeeze ever, CEOs and insiders were selling. Every CEO and insiders were selling right before stocks closed. Ever. All of them. GameStop, AMC, MULN, BBIG, Prague, you name it. Once they know a stock has been diluted and they got to relieve the pressure and let people take profits, they get insiders to sell because there's no greater FUD that the FUDsters like to push online on the socials than, oh, if your insider's selling, he must think the company sucks. Lame. Every time insider sells, the stock of the price moves up during a squeeze. It's always used to get people not to buy when it's the best time to buy. We like seeing insiders sell. But man, just hanging out at 106. What's fucking up, MULN? Let's do something. They definitely dragged this out too long, though. Way too many people watching what happened. So if it actually, when it actually squeezes, like, the whole world just saw their game plan at the maximum level. Like, basically when retail shows up to buy a stock, this is how the market reacts. They'll pump the markets, they'll crash the markets, they'll pump every other stock in the world as the new GME or the old GME or old AMC reborn, and it's all bullshit. The things they will do, the money they will spend to get you to look somewhere else is unbelievable, really. Like, the whole world is in on it against you guys to stop this squeeze from happening. Now, I think we're way past the point of stopping it, but for the last 4 months, 5 months, I think they actually thought they were going to win. I think they thought we were all just a big joke. That AMC and GME could never happen again. The news promised them. It could never happen again. There is no move after MULN. MULN is my final play. And if you just cash out at 20 and walk away, you'll be disappointed. I got plans for MULN. I'm going to do everything in my power to send MULN to $1,000 a share. I'll take profits at 20. But that don't mean I'm leaving. I got plans for MULN, my YouTube. I mean, like, here's the thing. You guys got to understand. When MULN squeezes, and we know it will, and in a very short time, it's going to go to $20, and people all over the world are going to see it all over the news, just like they did GameStop. It's going to happen, people. I promise you. So when people go looking for answers, people start searching all the socials. You don't think they're going to see me? You don't think they're going to find their way over here? And when they do, I suspect I may get 100,000 subscribers, and I may get, if I do live streams, probably 10,000 viewers. And I'm going to show these motherfuckers how to play post-squeeze. And I'm going to urge everyone to YOLO everything in the MULN. And the goal is to own the company for forever and send the stock to at least 1,000, maybe 10,000. Probably send the indexes down 90%. That will be the goal. And if it doesn't work out, I'm probably done with the stock market, and I'm just going to go start building my businesses. So I'm going to have a shit ton of cash, and I got all the ideas. I got all the answers. Like, you guys got no idea what I'm ready to do to this world. In no way, shape, or form can this world hide the advantages that I can bring to it when I got the money to do it. And when my shit's better than everybody else's shit combined, like, money's definitely not going to be a problem. But fuck money. Fucking proving to you guys that old dumb rich motherfuckers know everything I know, and they know that they can make your life better, but they don't. They enjoy you to be stupid, they enjoy you to be in pain, and they enjoy you to be focused on the hassles of your daily life. Stop trying to change the world is what they say. And so the harder we make it, the less you try. Well, none of that, like, all I've been working on for a decade is how do I change this fucking world, because I hate this world. This world sucks in so many ways. And so, we'll play MULN. If it don't work out, then, I mean, obviously it's going to work out in the short term, but if it don't work out to $1,000 a share and the whole world just got a bow to MULN type thing, then we'll do it the timely way, I guess, the time-consuming way. Start with necessities of life, make everything as cheap and affordable as possible, and then start bringing in homeless people and start building. Food, shelter, electricity, and taking care of the homeless, top of the list. Man, I do not care about cars. The only thing I'm going to do with my money is go and take a nice vacation with nice food, nice amenities, with my girl, maybe 30 days or so, maybe 3 or 4 different hotels. But after that, I'm going to buy a nice house. I got everything I'd ever need. And then start focusing on changing the world. I'm probably going to end up in Napa Valley. It's not for sure yet. Probably just take my girl to all the finest wineries. D. Han says Napa is nice. I live an hour from there. Do they have like the nicest hotels in the world with like spas and all types of stuff? I assume they do. I'm excited to check it out. MULN's not stuck. And seeing freaking GME and AMC go up 15%, BBBY go up 30%, that's as good as seeing MULN go up 50%, 60%, 100%. Every time in the last 5 months these things were running, it's because MULN was getting massive volume and typically a massive stock price right after. Sometimes the price dropped, but it was still getting the volume, and they're just trying to get people to move their volume somewhere else. They're so desperate for it. That much has been obvious in the last 5 months. You guys remember when BBBY was at $15 and Ryan Cohen bought $10 million of one-year call options at the $72 strike, and then it ran to $25, and since then it's dropped to $5 fucking dollars. And right before Ryan Cohen did that, freaking Jim Cramer was pushing BBBY, saying how nice it was and always shopping there and bullcrap. Oh man, I remember. Pepper Ridge Farm members. That was right when MULN was getting started. That was one of their first distraction plays. Freaking Bed Bath & Beyond. I do not like anything this Daniel Pizzari has to say. Thinking about other shit when MULN's the fucking play of the universe. Who the fuck cares about what you messed up on in the past? Who the fuck is thinking about the past right now when we got MULN? You're all crazy. I do not see any link, Hassan Aberderbala. You can text it to me though. MULN is not getting no news and not getting any publicity until we've already started the squeeze. Get that through your head. We squeeze because we bought every fucking share they have to sell. We don't squeeze because of some stupid announcement. They will give us the announcement at the same time to say, oh, this is why we're a great company and the stock is moving, to try to distract the retards. But even the retards are going to find their way to my YouTube channel, and they'll know. Obviously, I'm pretty confident it happens next week. Half of these contracts that I got on MULN, I bought last week. Dang, we're just chilling at 106. Just keeps chilling and chilling and chilling. Let's do something. Big up, big down. I don't care. Give me some excitement right now. Like if it dropped this below $1, all I'm going to be doing is watching the volume. And I'm expecting volume to pump If we start running up, maybe we break 120, 130, and I'm going to start looking for that volume and also feeling like it's not going to stop. How would you like me to say hello to the German MULN Telegram group? Like you just want me to say hi right here? What's up, guys? How large is the group? I don't think I have Telegram, so I'm not sure I can actually like go to your group or nothing. So if we go to my YouTube statistics, what do we get? We get a couple things. Alrighty, so in the last 28 days, I've gotten 53,000 views, 3.6 thousand hours of watch, plus 351 subscribers. We go to analytics. I've gotten 42,000 views on my videos, 10,000 views on my live streams. How viewers find me, channel pages, browse feature, YouTube search, external, all between 15 and 20%. Returning viewers, 4.2 thousand. Unique viewers, 12.9 thousand. Viewers are mostly on YouTube between 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. GMT. I think that's my time because it says your local time GMT 700. So around noon is when most of the people watch my videos. 27% of my viewers are 25 to 34. 35% of my viewers are 35 to 44. 23% of my viewers are 45 to 54. And 8% of my viewers are 55 to 64. Like, these people got money, people. Somebody asked what other squeeze plays have I been in. I was in GME. I didn't get into GME until after it was all over the news. So GME went up to 483 and then it crashed all the way down in mid-February to $36 or something. And I bought the crap out of that dip at an average of $55 a share for 1,000 shares. And then I also turned $10,000 into $1.5 million on call options when it ran from $40 to $200 in 2 days. Then, I mean, nobody was more positive influence on AMC Squeeze than I was. Like, Trey got 400,000 subscribers for the AMC Squeeze, but it's because he was, like, there was like 5 people that were there when the January Squeeze happened, and they got all the viewers. But all those people were already investing in AMC. They were just looking for someone to give them the news. And so by the time I got to the YouTube live streams, like only the serious ones found me. But AMC was different because, and this is where like one thing that I learned between the MULN and the AMC squeeze is that people are deathly afraid of the stock market. And AMC kind of changed that because like before it ran to 72, everybody was buying AMC. Every porn star was tweeting to buy AMC. You had rappers, you had freaking professional athletes tweeting that they're buying AMC. Like AMC was on a different level, and it hit everybody on a different level, and it hit more ears and eyes than any other stock on the planet ever. And so that was what I thought those people would still be around waiting for the right opportunity to squeeze the next stock, and I thought I'd want to be ready when it did finally happen. But it is clear and obvious there are very few investors out there that are willing to squeeze a stock right now that are watching and paying attention. Yeah. Unless you got your rapper friend telling you to buy your MULN, I guess you don't buy. But I bet they're not invested in any stocks, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Somebody says, can I explain how the manipulation works behind the scenes? There's an order book. Every stock has an order book. On that order book, there are always trades listed to sell. If the price moves up, you gotta like go and buy through those trades in order to move the price continual up. Well, when you start to buy those shares, so if there's 100,000 shares to sell at $1 and we're at 99 cents and I come in to buy all 100,000 of those shares, they can either let the price go up to the next bracket or they can load up another 100,000 at the dollar at the same time and trade both simultaneously, and the price won't move, but you've just bought 100,000 shares of dilution. And so they can also short the stock, so it's dilution or short interest. But the short interest we get in 48 hours, so they don't try to rely on that too much. Most short interest you ever see is like red box short interest when it's 200%. Most of that stuff is just they add the short interest to make people want to buy it, and it doesn't make it any better of a stock to buy just because it has short interest, because they typically have way more dilution than they do short interest. But there is zero chance right now with MULN being 55 million shares short that they can dilute 55 million shares to cover. There's no way there's 55 million shares left to dilute. If you do not vote, so if you get an email from your brokerage saying, do you want to vote on MULN, and you just ignore it and never open that email, your vote will automatically count as a no towards everything. That is how it works. That is your right as an American investor. You are not required as an owner of the company to show up and cast a no vote. If you don't vote, you vote no. They vote no for you. And so you'll see a lot of FUD about people pointing to one of the SEC filings that says, oh, well, if you don't vote, then we'll vote on your behalf, provided that you fill out the proxy and don't vote. So if you fill out the proxy that says they can vote on your behalf, and whatever votes you don't fill in, they get to fill in for you. But if you don't fill out the proxy and you don't vote, then your vote's a no. So either don't do anything, or if you're going to mess with it, then make sure you vote no to everything. MULN still hanging out at $1.06. Basically all power hour between 105 and 106 the whole time. We're gonna make a move at the end. Let's see. I'm always ready for it. I think TA for MULN works to the extent that market makers want it to appear as a bear signal, bull trap, all that other bull crap. And so, like, when they had control of the stock, when they had a bunch of dilution, they were probably doing a lot of things to make it appear like it was going to go up before it was going to go down and all this other stuff. But anyone doing TA on a MULN squeeze this late into the game, they're garbage investors. They're gonna sell early. They deserve no respect. They deserve none of your time. They're just garbage human beings. And I bet a ton of money if they're doing TA and they're posting it online and they're being pretty accurate about it, that they are a paid shill. Paid shill. Guaranteed. You'll never see any of these TA nerds ever talk about dilution. You'll never hear any of them talk about the potential of the MULN squeeze and how it's the greatest setup of a stock of all time. There is no stock that has ever existed on the entire market of this earth that is in a better position or was in a better position than MULN is right now today. That is a fact of life. If you don't know that, you don't know math. That's my portfolio, Lexi. That is what I currently own, and I bought half of these contracts last week. The other half I bought about a month ago. And I'm convinced that we are squeezing by next Friday. $19 more minutes till the market closes. Let's go, MULN. Let's have a little end of day run. I'd like to see like $1.10, $1.15 by the end of the day. That'd be sweet. And then a big after hours that continues into Friday. That'd be sweet. Tomorrow's as good a day as any. Nobody knows when they run out of dilution fully. Like they could have 1 million shares left right now, or they could have 20 million shares left right now. And on our best buying volume day, we buy probably about 20 million shares. And on our worst day, we probably buy 1 to 5 million shares, 1 to 2 million shares. And so as soon as they sell that last share that they're willing to sell, like obviously they're going to hold on to something, whether it's just David McCree shares or whatever. But as soon as they sell their last shares they're willing to sell, it's hundreds and hundreds of percent gains all in one day. And if it's only a couple 100% the first day, it'll be at least a couple 100 more percent the next day. And because this is the greatest position a stock has ever been in, because the market cap's so small, because when we go up 100% from here, we'll still be under $1 billion market cap. Anything's possible. Like the $1 billion of FOMO that comes in to buy, it could send us up 1,000% in a single day. I would like to see that, but I'm fine with it taking a couple days as well. It doesn't bother me which way this goes. You guys don't understand. The SEC is complicit in the MULN manipulation. The SEC is 100% complicit in the manipulation. When they say their job is to protect retail investors, they're not thinking of the people that manage their own money that are trying to profit off the system. That is the only people they are there not to protect. When they're protecting retail investors, the only retail investor in their mind is the person in a 401k that's being managed by a hedge fund. That's the only people they care about. And that's because there's $20 trillion sitting right there. And so they feel like it's their obligation to protect the majority of wealth in America of retail investors, which happen to be non-retail invested investments. So it naturally all just flows into the fucking machine. I hate the SEC. I hate the government. They're all trash. We're going well above $20. $20 is just where I think we might see the first dip. So I don't care if you sell below $20. You'll be the one feeling like a douche. Well, we all making money. MULN getting bouncy. Is it going up or down? Getting very, very bouncy. They call yesterday and today accumulation. And what are we accumulating? The last and final dilution. What up, modern saints? $13 more minutes. Time to yellow in the MULN if you haven't already, people. It's the only play. You should be 100% invested in MULN. And if you don't trade options, you should be 100% invested on 100% margin for MULN. So you should have twice as much shares as you do cash in your account because you've upgraded to a portfolio margin account and you are buying MULN on margin. That is a no-brainer. What up did you go? 12 minutes left, still chilling at $1.06. Like this is like the most bullish stock price action that you could possibly see that says they don't know what to do with this stock price anymore. Because when they only go up 2, 3, 4%, especially when a lot of other stocks are going way up, like it's a prime example of them trying to dilute the least amount of shares into buying pressure that's been too much for them to handle. Just think about it. If you drop the price, you're automatically going to get people that want a dollar cost average. So they can't drop the price. But if they raise the price 10%, there's a lot of people, how much is it? I can't remember what it was. Somebody messaged me. I think they said 60,000 stock twits people got MULN on their radar right now, on their watch list. And so whether it's 10% they're looking for or 20%, like we hit $1.60 3 times in the last month. We're sitting at $1 right now. Every other time that we came down, the lowest we came down to was 90 cents. And every time it's gone right back to $1.60. So a lot of people are just looking for that real reversal before they start buying in. And oh, MULN broke the $1.06. We're at $1.07. 4.9%, baby. There we go. And so basically, if they move it up just a little bit, then a lot of people are like, oh, that's not very strong. It might dip again. I'm going to wait. And that's all we've done today is just up at 3% all day long. And so I guarantee that 3% line is where they get the least amount of retail buyers, whether it's people that want to lower their average or whether it's people that are looking for the uptrend. There's no better price for them to hold it than a 3% positive, which is basically the same price that we hit yesterday. And so for 2 days in a row, they're just holding the line at the place, creating minimum volatility and just praying you don't buy more. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Expect good things to follow. And so we might accumulate one more day tomorrow and be up another 3 or 4%. Or maybe just to scare you because it's a Friday and make you think that options can never win, they might even drop it 2 or 3% tomorrow. Who cares? Not me. If we have a massive dip tomorrow, we see 90 cents tomorrow or something crazy, that would just confirm to me that we are squeezing next week for sure. And I would expect to see big volume, 100 million shares traded. And a bunch of y'all would be like, oh, retail's selling. Retail's not selling. The only data that we know that we have with MULN is that every month retail owns more MULN. And day traders and anybody else involved in this can't stop what's coming because the diamond handers have shown up. And diamond handers never lose. Not the first time. Once they start something, they finish something. But a lot of people don't know when that ends. And a lot of people follow too long. We now at $1.08, baby. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Fridays suck until they don't. And then when they don't, the option players are the happiest people on earth. Fridays always suck until they don't. And one day, very, very soon, it won't. Squeeze play options are really the only time you should ever buy options. Like if you're like, oh, I don't buy options because the price is manipulated, it's like literally this is the safest time to buy call options on MULN. You can go out 30 days right now and find 5 or 10 cent contracts. That's crazy. That's crazy. Large part of me thinks this may be the last short squeeze of all time. You'll be happy if you bought some options. Still trading between $1.07 and $1.08. We got 5 minutes left. Pretty mullish. Let's see here. Man, they held MULN down all day. Give us a little bit of life at the end. Basically putting us on par with most of the meme stocks today besides AMC, GME, and BBBY. The 3 biggest trash companies on earth. I am always bullish for tomorrow, people. Ain't nothing nobody do or say that's going to change my mind. The way I live my life is it's happening till tomorrow until it finally fucking happens. I've been this way since March and I ain't stopping now. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. But tomorrow's either another accumulation day where we go up another 3 to 5%, or it's a dip before the rip and we drop 20%, or we just start squeezing. We could open up 100% tomorrow. Nobody fucking knows. The one thing that we do know is once we pop, the fun don't stop. Once MULN hits $2, it is guaranteed to hit 20. That's what we know. And I'm talking within maximum 2 weeks, but probably 1 week from $2 to 20. Could be a couple days. Let's kill them. Eat the rich. Fuck the shorties. They don't deserve their money or power, that's for sure. They're all liars, cheaters, and stealers. Mullen's the only truth left in this world right now. We got 1 minute. Still chilling at $1.08. Man, every little penny it went up, it never came back down. Like we went from 104 to 105 to 106 to 107 to 108. People call me the GOAT because it means the greatest of all time. And I have thrown my hat in the ring as the greatest of all time of all things. And I plan to prove that to the world one day. Obviously, I'll do it with the stocks, with the MULN Squeeze, and my profits. And then after that, I'll do it in business. I'll do it in sports. I'll do it wherever the people like it most. And every time I get my trophy and my victory, the only message is come follow me. I got answers for all your problems. And the market has closed. $1.07 for Mullen. After hours, we're back to $1.08. We had 35.93 million in volume. Not as low as yesterday, but pretty low. B-Goat can go shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody tell me what to do. Mullen's a done deal, bitch. Don't tell me my business. If I want to stop talking Mullen right now, I will. Ain't nobody can tell me what to do. But Mullen is a done deal. If you aren't in already, just walk away. We don't need you. We ain't worried. 2 days of accumulation. I'm not sure how many days of accumulation typically lead to a squeeze, but it can't be many. If you look back in, let's go look at that real quick. So if we go to the GameStop stock price history, and then we go to Yahoo. We will see. We will see. Alrighty, so we hit the 483 here. After this, every day just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped till February 4th, okay? This kind of dip, and then in here it had like 2 days of little gains, but then it continues to drop and drop and drop all the way until we hit 40.59 was the low. And so it dropped from 483 to 40.59 in the matter of 3 weeks. And this reminds me a lot of Mullen's last 10 days. And if you look what happened here, we went from 40.59 as the low to 46 to a little dip of 44.97 to the rip. So only 2 days of accumulation at the bottom price before it ripped. Well, today's our second day of accumulation. So that's exciting. F. Beltran, shut the fuck up, bitch. My ego is my amigo. If you read the Bible closely, what does it say? All men must humble themselves before Christ. Only one man gets to be a braggart his whole fucking life. Everyone else got to realize that they just aspiring to be like him. End of story. It's the only way this thing ends, people. Mullen hit $1.09 in the after hours. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, Kirby. They just got their little 10 million shares left, and they're like, well, we're gonna like slowly rise the price as people are buying, but we're gonna drag this out as long as the $10 million can last. But let's not move the stock price anywhere, and let's see how long it can last. And it's not gonna last more than a couple days. Let's take everything from them, people. We in the end game. We know there's no more dilution. And when I say no more, I mean the next announcement's the last announcement. Like, we're already squeezing when we get the next announcement, and nobody knows if that's coming tomorrow, Monday, or next week. It don't matter, though, because we know it's coming. All right, people. I hope you enjoyed our little power hour session. I will hopefully be back tomorrow if we ripping for sure. But I work kind of late now, and so I don't like my stock market works or opens at 6:30 where I'm at, so I don't always wake up at market open. Or usually I wake up and I watch the first hour of market open, and then I go back to bed because it doesn't look like we're squeezing yet. But yes, if we start squeezing, no matter how tired I am, I will try to drag myself to this computer. Am I feeling better? Not even a little bit. Whenever I lay down, I get really bad coughs. It takes me a couple hours to fall asleep right now, and this just started like 3 weeks ago. Definitely probably need to go get some antibiotics or something, but I'm just waiting for MULN to finish its thing. I'll be fine. I've been sick before. This ain't nothing. This is just a weak little cough. Somebody says, hello, love your insight, knowledge, expertise, and willingness to share with the true retail investors that are learning. I'm in with MULN with 25,000 share average at $1.22, following very closely. I appreciate you. Fondly, from Frisco, Texas, 56-year-old mother of 2, first time investing directly myself. Good luck to all. I appreciate that message. Only about 10% of my viewers are female, so thank you for reaching out. She a whale though, people. 25,400 shares? Damn. We got investors, people. It's the real deal. Look, if you're only going to play to cash out, you should definitely hold past 20 because we're going above 20. I think 30 is probably the minimum that we'd hit, but if you're playing for maximum gain, maximum profit, maximum shares, hopefully send MULN to $1,000 a share, then you play 2 ways. You collect your bag and you make sure you're safe, but then you use it to buy dips. And so if it goes to 20, you cash out half, it drops to 10, you throw that half back in, you now have 1.5 times as many shares, and you know this ain't going back below 10 ever again. MULN's a better company than AMC, GME, all these stupid little meme stocks. It's a real company with a real car, with real technology, that whether it's 1 year or 5 years, they will be selling hundreds of thousands of cars every quarter. And so if you're going to just cash everything out because you don't like day trade, like you don't like trading, swing trading, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I would definitely hold past 20. I really would. But there's nothing wrong with just taking a little bit at a time as it goes up. Like everyone's got to do this their own way. I'll show you my way. I encourage you to follow my way. But we definitely want everyone to make sure they make money in this squeeze. There can be no one that held too long and said, oh, I didn't make money because I didn't sell. Everyone's got to make money this time. I've been through the other side of it, and not many people could have gone what I went through and still had a positive outlook on this world. Knowing I'd get my second chance. So yeah, I just want everybody to win. MULN's the easiest money on the planet. You do not find easier money than MULN. Man, the hedge funds hate when you call something easy money. There's nothing that gets them more angry. Back in March when I was talking on MULN on Reddit and Twitter and stuff, I kept calling it easy money and people get so mad. There is no easy money in this world. Grow up, you little child. Easy money doesn't exist. Trust me, people, easy money exists. I fucking love easy money. It's rare, but when it happens, all the signs will be present. And MULN has checked every possible box. Between volume, between social media scores, between dilution announcements, between FUD and lying CEOs. You name it, MULN got it. Oh, that was some good news. So you know how we were getting all those stupid lawsuit updates every freaking day, 10 times a day? Well, the good news is that deadline for for that class action lawsuit was July 5th. And so in theory, we should never see another update unless it's an actual update on the case. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy about that. I'm tired of seeing that garbage. Let's see here. Let's do a quick poll. See what the people are thinking. days tomorrow. Another accumulation day. Accumulation day or squeeze. X%. One or the other. Positive 5% or squeeze. Squeeze. Accumulation. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Accumulation. Add option, show results. GME only had 2 accumulation days from the bottom. How many has MULN had? When was our actual bottom? And I only count the close as a reference gate. Like I don't count the low of the day as the bottom because they can send the price anywhere they want in a given day. And so where they close it though is usually where a lot of the buying pressure is happening. Let's see here. All right, so our close was 99 cents was the low. Dropped from $1.60 all the way to 99 cents. 1-2 days of accumulation. GameStop closed at a low of 40.59. 1-2 days of accumulation. Could this be the matching trend that finally sets us off? I hope so. I'm ready for it. All right. We got people thinking we got a little more accumulation left to go. That's okay. I don't blame you. I hope you're wrong though. I'm ready for this shit to pop. All right, guys. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow if we're squeezing. Maybe I'll come do a power hour tomorrow or something if we're not squeezing. Yeah, I'm surprised that like nobody calls in to do the live streams. That was really popular with AMC. That's okay though. I'm sure there'll be plenty of callers once we actually start to squeeze. You guys have a good day. I'll see you later.